Welcome to the May 2013 episode of Iowa City in Focus. I'm your host, Mary Bryant. Now, as you may know, May is Bike Month, and there are a lot of ways that you can get involved. Later in this episode, I'll take you through some of the many activities that are planned for Bike Month. Also on this month's episode, I'll talk with Wendy Ford, the Economic Development Coordinator for the City of Iowa City, about the city's new Building Change program. Then we'll visit with some of the vendors at the Iowa City Farmers Market, and you'll learn about a new farmers market coming to Iowa City this year. Stay tuned! Today I'm talking with Wendy Ford, the city's Economic Development Coordinator, and we're talking about the Building Change program that has recently been implemented by the City of Iowa City. So Wendy, can you start off just by giving me a general overview of what this Building Change program is?
Sure. In short, it's a program that helps spur investment in downtown buildings.
And where is the money coming from?
Well, we have two sources actually. We have some economic development funds that are in our community development block grants budget that have been unspent as of yet this year, and we wanted to make those available for these economic development kinds of activities. And then we also have some general fund dollars in economic development, which we call economic development opportunity funds.
What was the impetus behind this?
We knew there were a lot of potential projects out there, and we wanted to spur some investment in downtown, particularly in regards to facade renovation, fire suppression for the public safety aspects of that, and then also for the improvement of underutilized or unused second floor spaces in downtown or north side properties.
So how many applications did you receive, and what sort of projects were they for?
Well, we had questions from over 25 different people, but we ended up with about 16 project applications, and the projects from those 16 projects totaled over $1.3 million. And they were asking for about $400,000 in matching funds to make that happen. So a significant investment in downtown building stock is ready to happen.
So what sorts of projects got awards?
Particularly, one of the projects will be at Active Endeavors. They are going to be replacing the full facade of the glass windows that you see when you go by. If you're ever in Active Endeavors on a rainy day especially, you'll note that those windows don't keep the rain outside. So they'll be replacing those, and that'll be a really good energy efficiency project as well. Another one receiving funds will be the building that has had, most recently it's had the pop-up stores Merci in it, but prior to that it was Gilda's, which is next to the Pancheros on Clinton Street. The owners of that building are going to be redoing the entire facade to look more in keeping with the historic storefronts, and they're going to be renovating the entire inside, making better and new retail space, and then 2 apartments on the second and third floors upstairs as well. And that will enable that property to be more vital, more useful, have higher property tax values, and they're going to be sprinkling it as well. And then just next door to them at Pancheros, they're going to be investing in the Washington Street side of that building, where there's a long stretch of brick face, and they're going to be putting a window in there. So that should improve the look and feel of that part of that block there. Going down the street a couple of doors, the building that Bo James is in is also going to be doing a full facade renovation. They kind of have a 60s cladding of different plexiglass and windows over that facade, and they're going to be tearing that off and going completely back to the brick facade that you might expect in a historic building.
We'll return to my conversation with Wendy in a moment, but first, let's turn to the Iowa City Farmers Market and hear from some of the vendors about what they like about the Iowa City Farmers Market.
I'm Dave Campbell, and my wife is Catherine. We specialize in garlic and many other things here, including honey, daikons, squash, and herbs. The Iowa City Farmers Market is nice. We've been here now for 10 years. At this point, we know many of our old customers. I once sort of added up and believe that I know something like 500 of our regular customers by name, at least by first name. It's a very friendly outfit. The farmers market, of course, has been going for 40 years, so it's very well established.
We are kettle corn vendors. We've been vendors for 22 years and just kettle corn for 18. This is our 18th season. It's 100 degrees today or 95. We're in the shade. We have a nice breeze, and rain or shine, we can have farmers market. It's just a super market. If you've never been here, Wednesday's a good market. Saturday is just awesome. And you see old friends make new friends, and that's what it's all about.
My name is Julie Parisi, and I sell homemade pastas and other traditional Italian items. And I got started a couple years ago. This is my third year at the market, and I've always just loved making them the traditional way that my grandmother taught me. So I thought it might be worth a shot trying it out at the farmers market. I love that our farmers market has so much diversity. There's so many different people, and I love seeing everybody's creativity, all the different farmers growing their different varieties of produce, and then to the people that make the crafts, and it's amazing what people come up with, so it's wonderful to see.
My company is Creations by Oz. I'm a jewelry designer. I sell to boutiques and wineries, and I do a lot of custom work, and the people have asked me to come to the markets to actually pick up their items so that they can shop. It was very interesting. I moved here about a year ago, and I've never done any markets in my life with my business. So it's been a really awesome experience for me, but it's just all very new, and it's really neat to get that kind of feedback, which I normally wouldn't have gotten. So I'm here for a unique reason. My customers wanted me here.
My name is Pete Flynn, and I work at Dirty Face Creek Farm. We're a certified organic farm near Hills, Iowa, and we sell certified organic vegetables and fruits. I've tried other markets in town, and they just weren't as busy as this one is. It seems like there's a lot of people here that are pretty eager to buy some of the vegetables that we grow, and it's a really busy market, and people are really excited about stuff, so it makes sense for us.
My name is Regina Miller, and I sell artisan breads and pastries. The people here are great. I love all the vendors. The customers are awesome, and it's a really nice environment to sell anything that we've got here.
I'm Sherry Williams, and I'm from Scrappy Turtle Designs. I like to take scraps of things and put them together and create little things, and when you start creating lots of little things, you got to do something with them. So I sell them at the Iowa City Farmers Market. About 5 or 6 years ago, I was selling at the Sycamore Farmers Market, and was told Wednesday night was really just veggies. Everybody came for veggies, and that was it. And I thought, they let me visit when there was an open stall, and I was very successful, and so I'm trying to help prove that that's wrong, that you can sell anything at the Iowa City Wednesday night Farmers Market or the Saturday Farmers Market.
The Iowa City Farmers Market happens every Wednesday from 5 to 7 p.m. and Saturday from 7:30 a.m. until noon. There's also a new Tuesday Farmers Market in town. From May 7th to October 29th this year, the Mercer Park Farmers Market will be held every Tuesday from 3 to 6 p.m. at Mercer Park. Be sure to check it out. Now let's return to my conversation with Wendy Ford for more on some of the specific projects that received funding through the Building Change program.
In the Paul Helen building, next to Artisans Gallery, the Java House and the Heirloom Salad Place. The next door down is Quinton's, and that's also in that building, and that 1/4 of that building is going to get a facade renovation to bring it in keeping with the other 3/4 of the storefronts of that building. The Yacht Club on Lynn Street, next to the building that burned about a year and a half ago, is going to be continuing to fix up the front of their building and continuing to add the fire suppression inside the sprinklers there, making it a safer place. Around the corner from the Yacht Club at the Chait Gallery, they're going to be installing new windows across the entire facade there, which will allow them to be able to rent out and lease more of the second and third floor as office space. And then finally we have the Atlas Restaurant, who is going to be doing a facade renovation not too dissimilar from the new renovation that Mickey's did last summer, where they did some detail woodwork around the outside, but Atlas is also going to be adding the sort of heavy-duty awnings that they can retract and put out for the hot weather, and so they won't have to be dealing with their umbrellas anymore, which will be very nice for them, maintenance-wise and comfort-wise for all of us customers.
Wow, it sounds like many building owners are taking advantage of this funding then.
Yeah.
What sort of tangible effects then, are you expecting?
Well, I think it'll be in the look and the feel and the vibrancy of downtown. When you go to a downtown and you see that there's a fresh coat of paint or a freshly shined window or new facade or a special attention to historic details, you can see that there's a certain vitality there and that the community cares about it. And we just want to make sure that we get that expressed to not only our residents here, but the visitors who come throughout the year as well. The two other effects we hope to achieve with this, or goals we hope to achieve with this program, are to, one, improve public safety. We're always wanting to make sure that the buildings that our public is in downtown are as safe as they can be, so that's why we wanted to make sure that anyone who needed help putting the sprinklers in to achieve that goal could also apply for funds to help that happen. And then thirdly, the improvement of the second floor spaces. That does a couple of things. One, it creates a revenue stream for the building owners, and obviously that's important for business downtown. But when those second and third floor spaces are used, then there are more people walking around downtown, and that helps the other businesses, the restaurants and the retailers with, more feet on the street, as they say.
Well, thanks so much for coming out on this beautiful spring day to talk to me about this, and I look forward to seeing everything that's going to be happening this year.
Well, you'll see a lot, I think, and I look for us to have another program similar to it next year.
Great.
Thanks.
Thanks, Wendy. Be sure to watch for the building changes that will be coming to Iowa City's downtown this year. And now it's time to get out your calendar as we take a look at the many events going on during Bike Month. May 6th through the 10th is Bike to School Week. Then May 12th through the 18th is Bike to Work Week. There are several bike commuter breakfasts planned for Bike to Work Week. On Monday, May 13th at World of Bikes, on Tuesday, May 14th at the Johnson County Administration Building, and on Wednesday, May 15th near the City of University Heights office. Then there will be a bike commuter lunch on Friday the 17th at the Broken Spoke. Other special events planned for Bike to Work Week include the annual Bike Bus Car Race on Monday, May 13th. That evening, Think Bicycle's Coalition of Johnson County will present and discuss the results of a survey on bike commuting. Also that evening, there will be a screening of Single Track High at the Englert. Then on Tuesday, May 14th, Think Bicycle's Coalition of Johnson County is presenting Traffic Skills 101. On Wednesday, May 15th, at 5:30 p.m., the Old Pie to New Pie ride will start at Chauncey Swan Park in Iowa City and end at the New Pioneer Co-op in Coralville. You can visit www.thinkbicycles.org for more information on all of these events and to learn about other special deals around town for bike commuters that week. Thanks for watching this month's episode of Iowa City in Focus. So get that bike out and kick off a great summer of bike riding by taking part in Bike to Work Week. And I'll see you next time. You're watching City Channel 4. On TV, online, on demand, on Facebook, and now on the go on your mobile device.